What are some books that were really important in your journey? If you can, tell us three.
Yes.
I'm gonna put a number. So
Okay.
three books that were really important in your journey.
Okay, a book by Mike Bickle, Passion for Jesus. What's that one?
Fasting.
Yeah, whatever.
Rewards of
Oh,
Fasting.
yeah, Rewards of Fasting. I forgot that. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it can't be Mike Bickel's
Okay.
books and not the Bible.
Okay, let me see, because I love to read. Not because I'm so disciplined. I love to read.
Okay.
I'm sure you do too.
You like it?
I love reading.
You have pleasure in reading.
Yeah, because I like biographies. I read
really?
lots of stirring biographies. I remember when I 18 and 19 and 20, I read biographies. Charles Finney. Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
His autobiography, it's that thick. I read the biography of George Whitefield, the great revivalist in the
Yes.
First Great Awakening. I read the biography, John G. Lake. You know John G. Lake?
No.
Oh,
John D. Lake?
John G. Lake.
No. I don't remember.
Oh, you want this.
Yeah?
Have you ever heard of Andrew Murray,
Yes.
the famous guy in South
Yes.
Africa? Andrew Murray is probably the most prominent leader in South Africa, let's say 1910, 1920, something like that.
He wrote School of Prayer.
Oh, he wrote like 50 books. He said John G. Lake, because John G. Lake went to South Africa, had the strongest healing ministry of any man in history since the apostles. They claim documented 500,000 documented healings in a 5 or 7 year period of time in South Africa, something like that. Someone told me that many years ago. Just go on Amazon, John G. Lake.
Okay.
He writes these little books. They're about 50, 60 pages. He's got about 10 of them. Fantastic sermons. I didn't read it because of his miracles. His passion for God was amazing.
Yes.
Amazing passion for God. And so I really like John G. Lake books. I liked a guy that really touched me. I don't expect too many to get a hold of this one, but Bernard of Clairvaux. Have you heard that name?
Okay, Bernard of Clairvaux. no.
Okay, he was probably one of the most famous mystics, monks in the 1200s. Well, the 12th century, 1100s on, in France. And he started a monastery, and he gave his life to study the Song of Solomon and the Bridegroom Revelation. And he had incredible life of deep devotion to Jesus. Oh, I loved his biography.
So,
But
Bernardo?
Bernard of Clairvaux. Clairvaux
Clairvaux.
was the name of the city in France.
Okay,
Actually, it was
of
the name
Clairvaux.
of his monastery.
Okay.
It means the Valley of Light. And it became the most powerful monastery in all of Europe at that time. The kings of Europe came to him. They wanted to make him pope, because they actually did, because he had miracles, but more than that, he was so deep in communion with God and intimacy. In the Song of Solomon, he wrote like I don't know, but 100 sermons on the Song of Solomon. They wanted to make him pope. He said, no, I don't want to be pope. I want to stay in my place of communion. So his main disciple became the pope. He said, make him pope. And he did become pope. And he goes, I don't care about that. And the kings of Europe came to his monastery because he had so much wisdom and power in his life. Bernard de Clairvaux.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You gave me two.
Okay, I'll give you one or two more. Thomas Dubay. Thomas Dubay, he wrote a book called The Evidential Power of Beauty. The Evidential Power of Beauty. The Beauty of Jesus. He's a Catholic priest. He's with the Lord now. He died maybe 10 or 20 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. The Evidential Power of Beauty. The Beauty of Jesus. Thomas Dubay. Henry Nouwen.
Henry Nouwen.
The Way of the Heart. It's only about 50, 60 pages. 20 years ago, we didn't make them. Everyone at IHOP has to read Way of the Heart. Henry Nouwen. And the other book, he's got like 50, but the other one, Clowning in Rome. Weird title, right?
Yeah. Clowning in Rome.
I go, what? He went to Rome as a Catholic priest, and he saw the $1 billion of facilities, all the pomp, and he goes, these are people clowning in Rome when they ought to be seeking Jesus. So he talked about all the wealth and pomp of his institution and how it was opposite of what the Lamb of God called them to. Oh my gosh, it's not mean, but it is piercing.
Okay.
Because he goes, do you want to go? Because evangelicals, we have pomp, big ministries, wow, and we're clowning too. But he called them clowns in Rome. Whoa. That's pretty intense.
Good. So good.
So that's the 8 of the 3 that you asked me about.
Okay.